Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Me by Hannah. I hope you've had an amazing week. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different and I'm going to be reacting to a video I've seen that was made by a man called Kevin Samuels. He is a very direct, to the point kind of man. He gives a lot of advice to men and women, and this video in particular I've watched this week and it was just so controversial that I wanted to discuss it with you. I want to give you my views and I want to also see what you think of the video as well if you've seen it. Before we get into the video, as ever, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for future updates. And if you do enjoy the video, if you could just give it a thumbs up and let's just get straight into it. If you haven't already seen Kevin Samuels' videos, then go and check them out. They are very entertaining and it gives you a whole different perspective of the dating game and what to expect from men and women. The video in particular that I'm referring to is titled Your Average at Best, which in itself is quite a controversial title, and I think it basically sums up the whole content of the video. So in this particular episode, Kevin is dealing with a 35-year-old woman. She is a 6-figure income earner. She owns her own pet grooming shop or business. It's revealed throughout the video that she does have a son and the baby daddy is MIA. He's not around. Now, the first issue was that Kevin assigned this particular night for some kind of topic and the woman called in with a completely different topic, and he said firstly that was rude, which I have to agree with. That was rude. You can't just call into somebody else's business demanding that your thoughts and queries be listened to on a night that he's dealing with something else. So yeah, I did agree that was rude and she should have perhaps waited until he, did that kind of video. She basically called in for advice because she was saying that although she earns 6-figure income, which is amazing and should be celebrated, she was actually going for guys that she kind of thought she could help. She was going for guys that she thought she could give business advice to. But then her question to Kevin was, when is it appropriate to say you own a business? So I didn't quite understand that. Like, are you saying it first off to help them out, or are you seeing where they're at first and then saying it? And then while she was attracting these kind of average men, she also wanted a man that was earning 6-figure income, which Kevin obviously decided to delve a little deeper. So the first issue in respect of when she should tell people about her business, Kevin kind of discarded this in that because she's a business owner, it's not any different from a career. You should just be upfront about this kind of stuff. It is what it is, and then just deal with it. If you're wanting to help somebody, then in my opinion, you'd need to tell them where you're coming from to be able to help them anyway, but that's just my opinion. Kevin then moved on to what she's after from a man, and she was after this obvious 6-income figure earner, which means she wants a successful man. She wants a man that is kind of successful in his own right, got his own money, etc. Kevin went down on her at this point. He asked her out of 10 what she rated herself. She quite rightly gave herself a 5 out of 10 in the morning when she woke up and a 6 out of 10 when she gets herself together, i.e. makeup, hair, etc. Kevin then agreed with her, said that she was an average looking woman, and he then asked her what she thought she could offer a man. So if you're an average looking woman, you must have something amazing that you can offer a man to kind of tip it up and get yourself that 6-figure income earner. She told Kevin that she could give business advice, she could plant seeds, I presume gardening. I didn't quite understand that. Kevin just completely ripped her apart on this point. She's like, if those are the only things you can offer a man, you're average looking, you can't expect yourself to get a 6-figure income earner, especially being the age that you are, and you have a teenage son, and you have a missing baby daddy. That was basically the point of the video. The woman then, I thought quite rudely, just started talking on her phone and laughing at her phone while Kevin was basically yelling at her. It was very uncomfortable to watch. The essence of the video, the basic point that he was trying to make was that if women are average looking, if we have nothing else to give the man, if we have nothing else to offer substantially, and we've got baggage, why do we then feel that we deserve the top kind of 10% of men? That was his point. I think as we grow up, women are definitely taught that we should expect everything. We should expect the world. So whilst we can better ourselves and we can certainly make sure that we have a good kind of standing, of course, we should expect the highest kind of class of man that we can possibly get. The question is then whether women should actually drop the standards. Now, of course, we're going to make mistakes at some point, and of course, 15, 16-year-old women are making babies and then having to pay for it later in life. And maybe in that case, they should understand that yes, they come with a little extra baggage, and they're going to have to compromise with a man that accepts that, because not all men are going to accept a woman that already has kids. I definitely agree with Kevin, and it's very controversial that I do, because the way he spoke to the woman is harsh, and yes, if you know him, you go on his show, you know that's what you're going to get. But the way he portrays himself is very harsh, it's very direct and to the point, and yes, it can be seen as a little bit rude. Not intended to be, I can appreciate that, he's just giving his advice. And the way he does that is by giving it very directly, which I think is actually a breath of fresh air. But I do agree with him in that we should all take a look at ourselves and say, how do I rate myself out of 10? Do I believe I'm average? Do I think I'm more than average? Can I do something to increase my value? What else can I offer a man? You know, what kind of qualities and traits do I have that they need? And then I think you need to set more realistic expectations. Now that women are having such amazing careers and, you know, owning our own amazing businesses and going further than we ever thought was possible, you can get carried away in a sense that because of that, you deserve more. You deserve the millionaire man. You deserve the 10 out of 10 on looks man. But you do have to be realistic, because you don't want to spend your entire life looking for something that is just not attainable. And quite honestly, if you are an average person with baggage, then don't waste your life looking for somebody that you can't get. You should genuinely be getting the person and spending as many years as possible with them, because, you know, they are your match. There is, of course, another school of thought that you shouldn't settle, and I do agree with this to some extent, but I also agree with Kevin that if you don't have much to offer, you are average looking, then I think you should kind of just accept yourself for that and find somebody genuinely who cares about you and that is going to just make you so incredibly happy. It doesn't matter about anything else. I mean, if you are a six-income figure earner, as Kevin said, why do you need another six-figure income earner? Is it just for the fact that you're both equals? Or is it because you are money hungry and want that mega lifestyle? In summary, yes, the video was controversial. Yes, the way he kind of portrays himself and the way he communicates his responses is very uncomfortable to watch. But on the other hand, it is so refreshing to actually have somebody be that direct and that honest with you. And I think we need that more in this society, rather than actually saying to people, oh, you know, you're a 3 or 4 out of 10. Of course you can get a 10 out of 10 partner. It's not going to happen. You're going to waste years of your life, and it's horrible to say it, but yes, I completely agree with Kevin on this part. So, good video. Go and check it out. Give this one a thumbs up if you agree with me, and if you don't, of course, I'm willing to listen to all of your feedback, so pop your comments in the box below. It is very controversial, I'm fully aware of that, but I think the point that he's making is literally just to be yourself, to accept yourself, and to be realistic. That's all you need to do. Don't forget to subscribe, it's very important. Click the notification bell. Have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video.